Hello, Pisces. This is the Gypsy Hermit Tarot. Welcome to my channel. When it comes to donating to my channel or booking me for a personal reading at times, I am in graduate school again. Just see the description box below for those things. And let's get started. So I'm going to do a reading for you. I love reading for you, and I have so many decks that I took out and shuffled and cleansed. And it looks like, God, there's a lot going on. It looks like there's a lot going on. Like someone is feeling abandoned. Someone needs to let go of something. This is about love, okay? Someone is chalking their experience with you up to just life experience and they've learned lessons. Someone is in love or still loves another person. So we're going to look at all of these energies because it's a lot. It's a lot. And it reminds me of the twin flame journey a bit. Just because there's so much going on. Just look at the shadow and light deck. You have the Violet Duchess. That's stifled, bored, and stuck behavior. Okay? Because a lot of the times when we are codependently stuck on someone, it shows up. It doesn't show up only in spying and things like that. Sometimes it shows up when you've been working on yourself, like you've actually been doing good work, but then you get to a plateau and you're bored and you're like, I'm still single. I'm still, healing and things like that. And then you think back, right, to this one and what was it about them and all these things. But look at, you're also in the energy of great innovation, like you're building. There's so many women building businesses today. There's so many women becoming millionaires, and not that everyone has to be a millionaire. Everyone doesn't want to be a millionaire, but there's so much innovation coming when it comes to living and being happy. That this is why it's a test. This is why you have to see it for exactly what it is, because at the same time that you get stuck and you're just like, man, the sex was good with this person, or we did have a really cool chemistry, or whatever it is, even if it was a love vibe but you knew the love was not like true, you know what I mean? It just wasn't as authentic as it should be. Whatever. You have to let go of it. And this is for whoever resonates, okay? You have to let go of it because there's a certain level of freedom you need in order to continue to ascend. You've been ascending, but you can get in the way of your own ascension. Do you know you can actually degenerate, devolve back into a more negative energy if you don't accept the true path you're supposed to be on? Did you know that? That happens every time you take a karmic or a toxic partner back. You also go back. This is the hope, the divine feminine energy. Look at this. I'm going to pull several because this is always the hope. And I'm only pulling the some oracle cards first, and then I'm going to go over the tarot, okay? But I just want to show you, because this is for all kinds of Pisces. This is not just for one kind. You have Sappho, the poetess. Poetess. Some of you are poets or writers, or just someone that has a poetic way about them when they speak, or when they reach out to people, when they read tarot, whatever it is that you do. She says, I love every inch of my body, and I love the women in my life fiercely. This is someone, and I've said this before, who is in like full acceptance of of herself as a woman. Like, she's not the type of toxic women that whenever you see another woman, especially if they are also beautiful, or if they are more beautiful than you, is competition mode. No, this is someone that is not insecure about themselves when it comes to men, when it comes to love, when it comes to career. This is someone that is confident, and also in the energy that she has enough strength and beauty and love within her to also accept other women. That's a beautiful woman. Some of you are in the energy of Kali. This is the mother of the universe. Yes. And this Kali is also like a deity in India. And I believe she has to do with death, the death of the former state, transforming into something new. She says, I release all that doesn't serve me. It's time to be the truth of who I am. All of these energies can be in you, in one person. Okay? Each of you could be going through all of this. And so some of the energy is telling you, talking about your gifts, of course. Some of the energy is talking about the difference between when you go back because you got bored, right? And it gets in the way now of what you were working on, gets in the way of your true freedom. This is who you really are, and you need to remember this, okay? You're also in the energy of Yeshe Zokyo, the Lady of the Lotus Born. That looks like someone that does martial arts, or someone that's like a master yogi. Or she says, embodiment is the deepest bliss. My body was made for enlightenment. Well, when your body is made for enlightenment, that means you're in a purified state. That means you stay in a purified state. So it's about going to that next level of not just ascension, but self mastery, where no one can just, you won't just get bored. It's about a path. It's about a lifestyle. So lifestyles and paths, they don't ever end until your life is over. You're always on that journey. That way, being bored just means, with all the multiple projects you have going on, maybe it's just time to take a nap, rejuvenate, have a rest. But there's always something you should be doing, whether when it's resting time. But just sitting there like, that means you haven't started your businesses, or a business, or searched for that job, that next great opportunity. You're not doing enough. And what the old people used to say when I was a young person, now I'm one of the old people. They used to say an idle mind is the devil's workshop. So when you're idle and your mind becomes mischievous, here come the devil again, right back with you. Mary Magdalene. Mary Magdalene is the apostle of the apostles. So of all the apostles of Jesus, she was the apostle of them. Why? Because she had been through the fire of being lowly and been elevated by her love and respect and honor of Jesus, of God's servant. So she became a bridge between heaven and earth. She could relate to both spheres. She was fully human and fully divine, whereas a lot of the apostles probably all felt like they dropped down out of heaven and were holy already. You know how people are when they are spiritual or religious, it can sometimes become an egotistical thing more than it is a spiritual thing. And it's okay if this is all of you. Pisces, what we have to remember is not to throw everything we've done away, and not to grieve if we have a setback. If we have a setback, what do you have to do? Reignite. This says ignite your passions, but reignite your passion for life. Reignite your passion for yourself, right? For what you mean to yourself. I'm playing with my ring light because it looks dark for some reason, like the environment of my table. looks dark. It's not dark in the house. I don't know. It's just weird. Sometimes it's the type of setting. So let me hold on. It's the mode. See, there's a bright, like crazy bright, but then yeah. And then there's a softer light, which is what I like. So I'm gonna leave it right there. Okay. So the answer is reignite your passion for the things you want. Don't give up. Reignite those energies, right? Reignite your self focus. This is mastery. Look at how whatever that ball is with the pyramid in the middle, he's in control of it and he doesn't even have to touch it. He's mastered it to the point it's just like, I know it's there. I'm aware that it's there, but I'm in my flow never ends. Therefore, it never leaves me. Broken arrow. Embrace the energy of peace. Get back to whatever routine, program, or spontaneous. Just listen, some of us as Pisces, we don't like a routine usually. We like simple living, but we don't always like for things to be scheduled. And so, or to live like by a schedule book, a planner. But at the same time, our mind works in such a way that it's like, I know I have to do this, this, and this. And it's in our mind. And even if we write it down, we know sometime during the day we're going to get that done. So that's however your flow is. Some of us like to be regimented. And I think it just depends on how much Virgo, excuse me, how much Virgo you have in your chart as a Pisces. I have two placements of Virgo and two placements of Taurus. So I do tend to be a very routine person, especially in regards to work and my children and school. So yeah, basically, but not when it in regard to tarot. I think it's because I see tarot, and I'm only saying this from the point of view of a Pisces, but I really think it's because I see tarot as just something, it's a spiritual thing, and I have to be sometimes I put this on myself. I'm too hard on myself when it comes to tarot. It's like I have to be an exact right spirit in order to do it. But other times, even when I'm not in the mood, I'm too stressed out and I just want to pray, get the stress off me, and then try and do a reading, the reading brings my energy up. Do you know what I mean? So sometimes as Pisces, we can get stuck in our heads. We can get stuck in our heads. All right. So that's just overall what I see is there's been some backsliding or, you know, some we are human moments recently. Well, we're going to look at tarot. Oh, I think this was, yeah. But there are things in your life you need to let go of, and it doesn't have to be a man. It can be you've been drinking more, right? Because maybe you're stressed out, or is there something sad that's taking place, or you lost a loved one, or you're smoking cigarettes, or you're smoking marijuana, or you're eating too much to comfort yourself, and you haven't worked out, you're not doing the positive things to maintain your glow up. So your glow up might have degenerated back to whatever condition you were in before you improved yourself. Whatever it is, God is merciful, and you should be too towards yourself. So just let go again of the bad habits. I saw a video, and I'm always finding videos of transformation to feed me just that I deserve type of mentality. And so there was a young lady who did a 30-day challenge, and she basically chose a month, and she put down 5 things. She focused on 5 things that she wanted to accomplish in that month or make them a routine part of her life. There was another young man, excuse me, who had a video, and his challenge was for a year. But he said basically the way he wanted to do it was he didn't want to put so much pressure on himself to try and get everything added into his life that he wanted. So every month he would have two behaviors that he wanted to incorporate into his life for an entire year. And at the end of that, even before the end of that time, you're already living a totally different experience. So I'm going to take that. I had bought a new vision board, but anyway, that's a whole nother video. But I'm just wanting to encourage you, Pisces, that it's never over. It's never over. Seek some inspiration. Seek something. YouTube is the center of the universe for anything you could ever want to do. Okay? Seek and ye shall find it on YouTube. All right. So Pisces, these are your cards. Ooh, look at you. You're actually doing well when you don't think about the past. But the past is here, and it's the pain of the past that's here. It's the pain of the past that's here. You're in Ace of Cups, Empress. You're loving the people in your life more. You're loving yourself more. Like you're being more gentle to yourself, to your family. You're really like that Empress, that mother, energy. You really are. You're giving love in some kind of way to someone. You're in high priestess mode. You're growing in knowledge and wisdom. You're listening to your intuition, and you're willing to have patience in this process. Okay? This is a little bit of a magician energy with the Ace of Cups here and the Empress and the High Priestess. It's almost like the Empress and the High Priestess have come together to pull in this energy of love. Ace of Cups, right? It's beautiful. But then over here you have Seven of Swords and Five of Pentacles. It's like, it's almost like you want this love, but you're afraid because of what happened with love in the recent past, where you were deceived, stabbed in the back, left out in the cold. You know what I mean? It's like you just don't want to go through that again. Ooh. There's a King of Cups that wants to be with you. Like he really does. There's a King of Cups here that's showing up that wants to be with you. Or this is you. There's something about, because King of Cups is also Pisces, and it could be Pisces, whichever Pisces is going through this. Okay, like Pisces feminine can also be in King of Cups mode. So because you have this anxiety for, and it's funny I say anxiety because Nine of Wands is in the Divine deck. You know what I mean? It's like, ooh, and Nine of Swords. God damn. I knew it. I knew it was worry. I knew it was anxiety. And because you have that anxiety, you're not in Queen of Cups. You're in King of Cups energy. Like you have the capacity to love. You know you can love someone, but you're not going to show it. You're not going to wear it on your sleeve. And you're really looking at traditional methods of relationship versus spiritual lifestyles. More spiritual lifestyles are like more flexible. It's not all about, oh, I gotta be married and we have to live together. No. And because of this anxiety, you're thinking to yourself, because you probably have trust issues now. So if you didn't before, I don't know. But you're thinking to yourself, Maybe I don't want it to be, you know, a relationship in the sense of traditional paradigms. I want to kind of create something that I won't feel confined or threatened by someone hurting my feelings, or um I don't have the trust to bring people around my children. So I want to, because there are a lot of stories out here that divine feminines trusted who they thought were their masculines, and their masculines abuse their children. And listen, regardless of what spiritual experience and this twin flame and all this beautiful glow up and the things that are positive that are happening among human beings, we should not give leave of our senses. We should not. We should not do that. Okay? Pisces, you're about to be very successful. Look at this. Ooh, didn't I say this had magician energy? I don't know about love, Pisces, but when it comes to your career and whatever talent you have, you're manifesting a successful career and life. You may already be known for something, but it's growing. It's growing for whatever reason. You're manifesting it through the pursuit of more of it, of more skill, of more. Yeah, it's like you're going after it. And that's probably why the King of Cups is here, because it's like you can hold your love down. You can say, okay, chill on the love. I'm focusing on this, and it's working. There's something you're going to come. It might be a spiritual community or a community of whatever your talent is. A community of musicians, a community of CEOs, a community of writers, a community of tarot readers, whatever it is. It's going to be something that feeds your soul and leads to networking and more success, like a lot of success. From the masculine deck, this is the masculine. Look at this shit. You have an emperor. You have a divine masculine. Look at this. The empress, the emperor, both second cards. What are we talking about? The dreamer. Leap of faith. High priestess knows when to do it. Come on. I mean, it's just, man, I'm telling you. Look at that. 6 of Wands. You have a divine partner. Please don't lose sight of the fact. And the best of readers that read for twin flame especially will tell you, will encourage you. Don't give up. Don't start to not believe, because this does not happen for no reason. I don't get every reading I ever do where this kind of mirroring shows up. It does not. It does not. So, the masculine has life experience, the emperor, the dreamer, page of cups, balance, six of wands, knight of pentacles, 2 of cups. See, strength card. That's twin flame, especially with the page of cups, which is a new person entering your life and starting a new phase. New love many times. Having the strength, right, to allow it, to check it out, but staying in your Queen of Swords. And you don't have to cut anybody's head off. You just have to be ready. This person may come in as a Knight of Pentacles, and it doesn't mean like he is not the type of person that moves forward. He just may not move very quickly when it comes to love. Because this is 2 of Cups energy. That's love. That's sincerity. He's very, dependable, reliable, honorable, kind. He's just not going to rush into, and that's a good thing, because how did you get into that other energy, right? Of the bad stuff that you went through, because it rushed in. They rushed in and you rushed in. New bottom of the deck is the Ace of Wands for the masculine and the Nine of Pentacles. He's looking for, yeah, he's very into, this is a single person. He may be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Look at this. Unity card too. You may meet him as a part of some type of group, skill set, something that you have in common that you're looking for, a community. You may meet him within that community for that to come up. That's funny. I love mirroring. I do. Oh my gosh. What does God see in between you? What does God see? God sees that both the masculine and the feminine are guarded and worry. They both worry about love. They both worry about how this could happen, how it would happen, how they would be able to trust anyone. And listen, Pisces, I don't think you have to worry about meeting your masculine and him not wanting, or him having a problem with you not wanting a traditional kind of relationship, at least for a while. Like, you might say, I want to take as many years as I want to be absolutely sure. You're about to rise into Queen of Pentacles. I don't care if you have gotten better with your Pentacles. Yeah, look at that. Ace of Cups is there. God is verifying the Ace of Cups. You're going to have Ace of Cups type of love. You need to balance out your spendings, because when you start making more money, you don't want to just blow it. You've had dreams about all kinds of things for a long time. You want to be able to realize those dreams. Let's see some more. I'm going to shuffle for some more cards. I love shuffling. Sometimes I forget. Again, there's a need for balance on both sides. There's a need for balance. You had a what was it? No, it wasn't Six of Pentacles. But clearly there's a need for balance if you're still having worry and trepidation about Seven of Swords. And what was the other thing? It was Seven of Swords and Five of Pentacles. He has, the masculine has the balance card outright. Just why? What does he need to balance that's right next to the page of cups? Meeting new people, falling in love every 5 seconds and shit. Something like that. Or working so hard that all he focuses on is being successful and known. There's something. Six Cups, past life soulmate. You all may have known each other since you were children. You may have children together, but you're not together. You may have known each other in a past life. They may just be someone from your past. And you remember things going down differently. Two of Pentacles. There was some kind of juggling. There was something. You're both juggling a lot in your lives. But at the same time, you both know how to bring fun into it. Into whatever I can't talk. Into whatever you do. You both have that gift, and God sees that. That's why he knows that even though you all are usually both on a burden, have a burden on you multiple places in your lives, you're still like happy people for the most part. Okay. New bottom of the deck is the deck. Yes, deck. Sometimes I mess up my words. I don't know why. The Seven of Cups. No more procrastinating. Your power comes from making a decision. Confusion that arises from over analyzing options. You both suffer from this, so but in different ways. So just like the masculine has to balance out his attraction for a new person and new energy and new relationships because he just does not commit to one person or he has not yet. The feminine has to balance out her fear of a new person, her fear of wanting or not wanting a relationship. Here's that manifestation energy again. Is that the Three of Wands? I think so. This is about planning how you're going to move forward in faith. And look at that. The Magician right under that. So you have the, oh goodness. Hold on. I'm doing a reading. I'm going to call you back. My sissy. Okay. So you have the act of waiting for things that you've already planted seeds for and having the patience and the faith that they are going to come back to you, and then the actual magician and shit. Do you know what I mean? I mean, like, the magician to me is like that person that fasts and prays and says affirmations and keeps moving his or her life forward, knowing, it's like knowing for a surety that everything they're doing is going to manifest the way they see it and want it. That's like someone like Steve Harvey, and I know I talk about him a lot. That's someone like, who else talks to Oprah? Okay, that anybody of greatness as far as career. I mean, I don't know. I can't see into people's souls, but anyone who has built something over time has been in this energy. And you all are in this energy, whatever it is. But you have to release those things that keep you down, that keep you distracted. You have to move on from those, even if it's behavior. You know, even if your kids are stressing you out, but your reaction to them is such that they just become more rebellious. Well, you know, take a new approach. There's on YouTube, I'm telling you, I research everything I need help with in my life. Someone is still dealing with abandonment issues, or both of you have that issue. That may be what you have in common, that you've related to each other the most. Continue to focus on your day to day. There's something peaceful in a daily routine. You know what I mean? It is. It's predictable. You know, at the end of chores, it's peace. At the end of preparing food, it's a nice, peaceful meal. So you know what I mean? It's a constant. Okay, we're creating moments, and then being present in those moments to remember that you want to build memories, right? Happy memories. So that takes away the shadow of any issue we may have of abandonment, of who wasn't there. If you have the opportunity to be there in the moment, creating happy memories for your children, for yourself, whatever the case may be, do that. Why? Next card said, why? Why should I do that, Gypsy? Because you have to imagine what you can have. What is the goal? What is the treasure you want? If you generate happiness, if you generate positivity, right? Guess what? That calls in more of that. It brings in more of what it is that you are doing an energy building exercise for. And that creates a whole new life. I just pulled this off the bottom of the deck. You can see the cards right here. You probably saw me do it. You know, create new life. See? You have to imagine you can do it. Create moments, you know. I'm always thinking of little ways I can make my children happy. And then if they act ungrateful, and this mends, ooh, look at this, just beautiful. Then I remind them, I did this for this purpose. Mending, milk and honey. See, because mending or healing ourselves, look at that. Healing ourselves from low energy, from heartbreak, from mental anguish, brings us into happiness. It brings us into that energy. So let's see. I'm going to give you a soulmate card. It says, trust in the healing power of love. What? For it is only through love that happiness is possible. Observe all that transpires, but don't get emotionally attached. The storm will clear. You can be of assistance to the one you love, only if you remain positive. See? Let's see. I'm going to get a card from Divine Guidance, and then I'm going to end this reading. I hope this was helpful. I always feel awkward when I haven't done a reading in a long time. I'm only going to take from the bottom of the deck. Oh, no. This is just pulling me. Look at that. Number 35. Let's read that, Joker. So beautiful. This is the card of celebration. That's not a surprise. It is time to take off your work hat and let your hair down. It's time to go have fun. Sing, dance, play, and be wild. Really let yourself loose. Let go of the stresses of your daily life for just a little while and get out and enjoy yourself like you used to before you grew up. Your heart needs this. Your mind needs this. And most importantly, your spirit needs this. Get out there and celebrate life, celebrate pleasure, and celebrate being you. Okay? This is your reading. Thank you for coming in. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Peace.